Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently getting a little bit of work done on these mechs here, but mostly, I think we're going to take this financial report. We might be able to get away with not doing it, actually. Yes, we can. We can get away with not taking this financial report right now, and so we shall. So that finishes up our work on, what was that? The chameleon. Yes. We take one more day here, not two, only the one. There we go. And we can deploy now. We're not going to have access to the Battlemaster or the Orion just yet, but that's okay. Let's go through our mech warriors here and see if we need to get any training done. And in fact, Rain can get a point of gunnery. That's great. Anybody else? No. Okay, let's hop into the mech bay, make sure there's nothing else that needs to be done. I mean, there's the Hector. We're not in a position to get this Hector ready to go, perhaps after this mission. Right now, we don't have that cash level. Unless we happen to have a fair amount of parts that we want to get rid of. I don't think we have all that many right now, though. I mean, there's this striker part, but we don't really have enough that we want to get rid of to do that just yet. So let's hop into the command center and see what's available here. This looks solid. It's another escort mission. We run it here. I think it's great. We run it exactly like we did before. Let's go. Escort mission in the Badlands, and we'll see what we're up against. This is another 3-skull mission, so we may get some solid salvage out of it, just like the last one. I mean, it's definitely going to be a bit problematic if we have another heavy that we're attempting to get up to scratch. That said, once we have the Battlemaster and the Orion ready to go, it really shouldn't be that complicated to get through these. I mean, the last one wasn't even that complicated, right? We've been able to cruise our way through heavy lances pretty easily. Even though, like, even when we don't have our own heavies, or even when our assault isn't there, we're able to just cruise through those heavy lances without any real issues. We've even taken a full assault lance without taking major damage. We got lucky, but we've done it. That's the point. We got very lucky, but we've done it. That's the point. It can be done. And so I'm not too concerned about this. So we need to escort the convoy to safety and escape. Here in the Cimarron system, the Draconis Combine has been an oppressive presence for some time, which has led to a number of revolutionary leaders rising up from the common people to strike at the status quo. One such leader has been targeted by Karita for elimination. It's in the interest of the local government leadership that this rabble-rouser survives. Commander, I've done some research, and the Draconis Combine really wants this particular rebel eliminated. Stay alert and expect the worst. It's usually a good approach. Indeed it is.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, so this is, I think, literally the same map. Although Darius was indicating that... Yeah, this is literally the same map. Darius was indicating that they're under fire, but they don't appear to be under fire. So we're just going to deploy like that. Instantly spawn them. Fantastic. Are we in combat? Wait, we have allies? We have allies. Isn't that weird? That's a Grand Skirmisher. A Grand Skirmisher, huh? What's a Grand Skirmisher? I don't know what that is. Okay, we're just going to brace everybody.
Roger. Venting heat and
And this will spawn our convoy, of course. These guys can kind of run around back here. They might be able to throw some missiles or something. We'll see what they do. Okay, we've secured the convoy. Wonderful. Okay. We see a Vulcan, we see a Venom, we see a Raptor, we see a Wasp. We're going to reserve and keep reserving. Our friend the Trebuchet moves up, fires on the Vulcan. It's probably not going to hit anything. Yeah, absolutely not. Hello. I didn't see these guys over here. Or maybe I did. I thought those were other reinforcements. No, we saw these guys. Yeah. I was just confused by camera angles. Camera angles are confusing, okay? So the Grand Skirmisher... Oh, he is a skirmisher. So that's probably why I came up with Skirmisher. Because he's a summoner skirmisher? I guess that makes sense. I'm not claiming that it's, you know, the most intelligent thing in the world. But it does make sense. The Grand Summoner moved up, and he did a little bit of damage there. It's okay. So what else do we have here? Phase 18 movers. Ah, the land air mech. Okay. He jumped up here. Okay, I see. How many evasive is that? 6 evasive. Sure, so we're probably not going to get very much that we can do to him. We can jump our Centurion up to here, or we could sprint it. 18.3 versus 13.8. So we're better off to sprint it than we are to jump it. Okay, so we'll pop up to here.
Confirmed.
And this is our long-range Centurion, of course. We're going to just fire as much as we can here. This is mostly a pot shot, but let's see what we get.
Let's see how you like this.
We did manage to tag it, and so we were able to pour in a decent amount of fire. Our Wolverine is going to advance as much as possible here. These LOSs are awkward, and they were before as well. Yeah, do what you can here. Ooh, that was solid. That was really solid. Is that a kill? No.
Yeah. Critical
But it's
hit.
very close. It's very, very close.
Waiting for orders.
I'm going to reserve our vehicles here for a bit.
Standing by.
I want to allow this Vulcan to move. And also the Venom.
Yes.
But our mechs will respond to their mechs. And I guess popping out over here with the Centurion isn't the worst thing. I don't really want to fire the Midran here, I don't think. We'll just pot shot the SRM and probably miss it all. Out of ammo for their AMS, that's good to know. Okay. The Bulldog moves up, fires on that Raptor. It does get a little bit of damage in there. We'll accept that. We still want to reserve until after this Venom moves, and so we shall.
Affirmative.
Ready to
Our
get
Chameleon, on the other hand, can absolutely move up and engage this Raptor. Our hit odds are mediocre at best. Particularly at best. Particularly mediocre, I mean. But that's still good hits, and that's a kill. Sure, we'll take it.
hostile removed.
Wonderful. So now the Venom moves, and at this point, we will be comfortable with moving our vehicles. We have a couple of prime movers. We have a Varger and a Prowler. Okay. So the Venom positioned up here, which is intriguing, to be sure. The Wolverine is going to move up over here. It's not going to be very useful in this position, but we can pot shot at this Wasp Land Air Mech a bit. We're not going to hit very much with all these evasive, and it's in the mineral field.
Okay, I'm on it.
Actually, I'm not sure it's in the mineral field. Regardless, I'm not surprised that we missed. Thermobaric explosions on the land air mech overheating it, though. That's nice. We don't hate that.
Commander?
So next up, our Hunchy is going to sprint up over here. We'll check the hit odds, but I am guessing they're not really going to be worth firing. 10%? Yeah. We're not going to fire them.
How's it going?
And the Salamander is going to make its way up here, and we'll check those. 18%, 18, and 10. We'll go ahead and pot shot at this Vulcan here. Small amounts of damage will do.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So we're going to move up over this way with our vehicles. They aren't really able to fire at anything. That's not going to be a thing. We can actually position it right here, where this one can. Now, it's just got the SRM and the machine guns, but that's okay.
Firing everything I've got.
Little bit of damage there. That'll be fine.
What can I do for you?
Our Prowler is going to move up over It'll be indirect, but that's okay. We'll fire on this Vulcan. This is not really going to be likely to hit that CT, but we'll see. 4 damage in the head, no less.
I hear ya.
We'll take it. Can't quite position it there. We could actually put it here, which is slightly shocking to me, but okay. We'll go ahead and fire on that Venom. I'm not expecting much out of this either. 14 damage, better than expected. Okay, so at this point, the Wasp Land Air Mech is going to move, and I'm wondering why this is a 3-skull mission. We have allies as well. That Land Air Mech is really overheating.
Good to go.
So our Chameleon is going to move up over this way, get rear arc on that Venom.
On my way. Double time.
Given these armor amounts, I'm going to use actually high explosive.
Putting one in the back.
I was hoping for a one-shot there. It's not quite that.
Critical hit, Commander.
Okay, that's fine. Our Wolverine is going to position up here where we're not going to get unsteady. Let's check these hit odds. 27.5 versus 39.5. Okay, we're going to fire on that Vulcan. This would be an overheat. I'm going to not fire the improved heavy laser.
I'm taking the shot.
Okay, not quite what I was hoping for there, but it'll do. The Grand Summoner, I was going to say Scummoner again, is going to fire on that Vulcan. It could get a kill here, but it didn't. Good to know.
What can I do for
Our
you?
Wolverine is going to... I mean, we're running pretty hot right now, so we're just going to move over here and sink heat. Phase 19, the Trebuchet moves up. Fires on that Vulcan. It could kill, but it didn't. Okay,
Commander.
that's fine. Our Midran Centurion is going to come over this way. We can't get LOS. That's acceptable. At this time, the Prime Mover is going to position also up here in the rear arc of this Venom. Light him up. There we go. 1 dead Venom.
Should have run when you had the chance.
Exactly what we were hoping for there. And we're going to position the Prime Mover over here and fire Side Arc on this Vulcan. Odds aren't the best, but we'll see what we can get. 8 damage will do.
Yes, Commander.
The Centurion is going to sprint forward. This is not ideal range necessarily, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and fire on this Vulcan with everything we've got. Okay, we did successfully tag it. Thermobarracks. Not great hits there. They did get an XL engine crit. Which, good to know that it's an XL engine, but it's not very relevant since we've got that CT exposed. The Vulcan is going to move now, and we'll see what it decides to do. Really? That's brave. It does manage to hit that charge. So we're going to take a lot of damage on our AH Centurion. It's going to be a knockdown. But we don't care about this. This is completely fine. This Vulcan is dead.
Thy will be done.
We're going to position our Hunchback here. And we're not going to fire the LRMs, I don't think, at this range. Actually, we could. These are reasonable hit odds. And we could do it in Deadfire as well, but we have less hit odds there. That said, we do almost twice as much damage. But I think we're going to go ahead and fire an Artemis.
Won't happen.
Like I said, he's dead.
One less target.
Okay. And that's why I don't charge, by the way.
I hear ya.
Yeah, it does a lot of damage, but it also kills you. So we're going to position the Prowler out over here. There's only so much that we can do to the Land Air Mech, but we'll go ahead and fire on it. 8 damage.
Waiting for orders.
That'll do. Medium lasers here. I like it. We'll pot shot it. Probably not going to hit. And we don't, but that's fine. Okay, who moves next? That would be the Salamander. We're going to sprint up the hill a bit here. In fact, we're going to sprint over to here and just sink heat.
Hot damn.
Okay.
Let's do this.
At this point, the Chameleon is going to close in
Move
on their
over.
Land Air Mech. And we're going to pot shot it a bit. 26 damage. Not too bad. The trebuchet moves up, fires on the land air mech. Gets another 5 damage in there.
What's up, boss?
Our Midran Centurion is going to close in over here, and we're probably going to fire using the precision ammo here. Yeah, we're going to use precision ammo here.
Taking the shot.
There we go.
Hostile removed.
Fantastic.
Waiting on you,
So our
Commander.
Wolverine is going to move up over here. Should we assume that they're going to drop in the reinforcements at the same location up here that they did last mission? We probably should assume that. Let's go ahead and move up. And we'll be exiting combat quite soon.
Uh-huh.
We'll just get these vehicles a bit more stacked
Waiting on
up.
you, Commander.
Like so. Excellent. These guys are going to run around a bit. That's expected.
What can I do for you?
The prime mover will move to here.
Moving out.
Primely, I'm sure. And our allies are just not going to do a whole lot. So the AH Centurion gets up. It really didn't take all that much damage.
All right. I'm up again.
Just a little bit on that side. And we're going to begin to sprint up over this way. In fact, we should have moved because we do have that bar of stability. So we'll do that next round.
I hear ya.
And we'll position the Prowler there. Okay.
I'm here.
And we're going to move up the Hunchback and the Salamander to try to
Roger that.
climb this hill a bit.
Yes, boss.
Wonderful. You can make your way over to
Copy
there.
that.
There we go. AMS is unjammed. Always nice. And these guys are just going to run around over here a bit. Waste a bunch of time. Fantastic. So our J Centurion is going to sprint up over here.
Roger.
This Centurion is only going to move and brace.
Affirmative.
There we go. Wolverine over to here.
No sweat.
Hunchback up the hill.
I'm your
Salamander up the hill.
Position
Wolverine
confirmed.
over to here.
I'll do what I
Chameleon
can.
to here will be fine.
Moving out.
And we're going to make our way to the evac
it.
point.
You betcha.
Wonderful.
I read you, Commander.
Do we make it
Moving
in
out.
next round? Quite possibly. We'll see. Grand Summoner running around a bit there. So our J Centurion will move in here, our AH Centurion to here, our Wolverine to here, our Hunchback to here, our Salamander to here, and we're going to keep moving in over this direction with our faster mechs, because we're assuming that that's where that's going to be, and I think the Prowler's the slowest one, right? Yeah, I think we make it, so here we go. They landed on the opposite side.
Hold this position, Commander.
Okay, so that's slightly awkward for us, but that's
Coordinates
helicopters.
received.
And a cicada. Why is this a 3-skull? Like, no, seriously, why is this a 3-skull mission?
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Also, the Leopard will block LOS for a bit. So there's that. Okay, so we're entering combat now. The Wolverine is going to make his way up over here, and we're going to fire on their warrior. I should have reserved, actually, and let them move first. But hey, 5 damage. Okay, so now they're going to move. Warrior backs off a bit, fires on our Chameleon, does 4 damage. Why is this a 3-skull?
Standing by.
I am very confused by the fact that this is a 3-skull. I'm going to reserve. And again. Our Trebuchet friend moves up, does not fire. The Cicada should move now, I think. It could be the Vedette, but I think it'll be the Cicada. We'll see where it decides to go. It jump jets over to there. Sure. We're going to keep moving here, or reserving rather, until we get to phase 14. Okay. The Vedette moves up.
Got it.
Only one more reservation. There we go.
Holding action.
That's the
Commander.
final reservation. And now we're going to move in with our Wolverine here.
Copy that.
And we'll pot shot long range on this warrior. We'll see what we get.
Firing.
Whole lot of nothing. Okay, that's fine. That is completely okay. Our J Centurion is going to sprint in as much as possible.
Orders?
Our Hunchback is going to walk up the hill a tiny amount, and we're going to fire on, let's see, 12.1 on the Vedette and 12.1 on the Lightning Bolt. Are we better off with Listen Kill? Slightly better.
Taking the shot.
Okay. They have some AMS over there. That's good to know.
Roger that.
So we're going to continue to fire on that Lightning Bolt, I think. All we have is Artemis 4, right? Yes.
Copy that.
Good damage. Good damage.
Receiving you.
Our Salamander will move up. We did
Location
not
confirmed.
receive any AMS there. So that's fascinating. We don't actually have the ability to fire on some of these. Yeah, we can only fire on the Vedette, and that's what we'll do.
Locked on target.
Okay, so they did still have AMS.
What's up, boss?
Good to know. The Chameleon is going to move in over to here,
Copy that.
where we can, of course, fire on that Lightning Bolt. Hit odds aren't the best, but we'll give it a go. 25 damage. Okay. Sounds good.
Waiting for orders.
Our Prime Mover is useless here.
Good for now. Cooling
Our
down.
Prowler is not useless here. We can fire on that Lightning Bolt,
Got it.
getting another 15 damage. Sounds good.
What can I do for you?
Our Prime Mover is useless, though, and our Varga is also useless.
Objective secured.
There we go. So off they go, and our LOS will get much better now. Fantastic. So we're going to move in with our Wolverine here,
Moving to position.
and let's check these hit odds. 59, 19, 71. We're going to hit that A11 Lightning Bolt.
Firing everything I've got. Another hit like
I
that,
would have
you're
expected
toast.
that to be a kill, actually. That was multiple breaches and multiple crits. But no, not quite a
Waiting
kill.
for orders.
The Chameleon is going to close in over here and finish the job. So we're going to kill that A11.
Affirmative.
Okay, we're not going to kill the A11.
Target's taken.
That is one resilient VTOL. The Grand Summoner moves up, does not fire. They're going to move their Cicada at this point. And where do they want to go with it? Okay. Quite irrelevant, in all honesty.
Yep.
We're going to move up with our Wolverine here. We've got the
Heading out.
dual snub nose, of course. We're checking hit odds. Honestly, I kind of want to fire on the Warrior here.
Attacking from position.
That did deal with almost half of its armor.
SRMs are out.
Nice. Phase 18, our allied Trebuchet moves up, does not fire. Phase 17, that's going to be their Warrior. It moves up. Fires on the Chameleon, does 10 damage, we don't care. Why is this a 3-skull?
Orders.
I'm very confused about it being a 3-skull mission. And we're just going to close in with our J Centurion. Our allies are really too far away to be of any use whatsoever. We're going to start dropping artillery at this time on the Cicada.
Taking the shot.
Ooh, that was a solid hit there. That was a really good hit. Yeah, that was a direct hit on that Cicada. He's now unsteady. That's a big deal for us. But we need to be able to take advantage of it.
Ready for orders.
So we're going to move up with our Hunchback here, and the Hunchback is out of range of the Cicada. We can fire on any of these, and given the hit odds, it's got to be the Warrior.
Feel my wrath.
It's a structure exposure on the Warrior, but it's not dead. We are definitely not getting the rolls that we need to take out those internals, but they won't last for long.
Yes, Commander.
So this Centurion is going to sprint forward to I was hoping we'd get an LOS on the Cicada,
On my
but
way.
no
Double
such
time.
luck. We're just going to drop missiles on... At this point, I think the Warrior is probably our best bet. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Target
That should
confirmed.
kill the Warrior. There we go.
Reporting vehicle destroyed.
Fantastic. Okay, next round. Our Chameleon is going to move in over this direction, and we're
Acknowledged.
deliberately getting aggressive on that Cicada. Do we want high explosive ammo here or armor piercing? I'm going to go with armor piercing.
Target confirmed.
If we had hit, that would have been the right call, but we did get a knockdown on that Cicada, which is actually a very big deal. That buys us a lot of time
Waiting on you,
to be able to take out that Cicada. So the Wolverine here is going to move up, and I want to hit the Cicada with the binary laser, and also the MRM. Light him up.
Sweat.
A fair number of internal hits there, but no major kill. The binary laser did its job, so that's great. We're going to move up with the Centurion.
Roger. Full speed.
The Centurion is going to fire with the Midran on the Vedette, I think.
Target acquired.
It's got that AMS rolling. Okay. Trebuchet moves up, does not fire. PPC on the J Centurion, that's fine. Grand Summoner moves forward, does not do anything useful. We're going to move forward with our Hunchy, and the Hunchy is going to go for the kill on that Lightning Bolt. Hit odds are low, but we don't need high hit odds. We just need good rolls, which we did not get.
LRM.
That A11 is still kicking. Okay. So the Vedette will move now. It goes for the Chameleon, gets some decent side arc damage there.
Losing lots of armor.
Commander.
Our long-range Centurion is going to position
On
here
my way.
and is absolutely going for the kill on that Cicada. Finish it off.
Firing on target.
One dead Cicada. Fantastic.
One less target.
Next up,
Yeah.
this Wolverine is going to move up to here.
Let's move.
We're going to finish this A11 Lightning Bolt, if it's the last thing I do.
Acknowledged.
There we go. Finally. That took way longer than it should have, but is still okay. Our Salamander will step forward here, and
Heading out.
there's only one target left, so obviously we go for the Vedette. Mediocre shooting there, at best.
Standing by.
So the J Centurion is going to sprint forward as much as it can. We don't get LOS. Our friend the Trebuchet actually fires. Gets 20 damage and triggers the AMS. That's
What do you
handy.
need?
We'll accept it. We move forward with our Wolverine here. We're going to fire our double snub noses. This would overheat us. We're not going to fire the heavy laser. Hit odds are low on
Aye,
that.
aye. Engaging target.
Some internal damage there on that Vedette. Okay, that's on the right side. So that's this side over here.
Standing by.
The Chameleon closes in on exactly that side. And this is likely a kill. We're going to run high explosive machine gun ammo.
Locking on target.
And there we go. I still don't understand why that was a 3-skull mission.
Mission successful.
That was a very odd 3-skull. As in, there was nothing threatening there. That really wasn't bad at all. I guess we'll see what we get from Salvage. That does buy us a lot of money to be able to work on our Hector. So that's great. And what do we want out of this? I mean, I kind of don't want any of these parts. There's a flare AMS. We have 2 of them. We don't actually need another. ER large and medium lasers. Okay, we'll take a heavy PPC. We have 4 of those. But we'll take a heavy PPC. What else is in here? A couple of endosteel structures. Those are actually very useful for us right now. We don't have any of those. Engine Core 250 would be just a sale. Guess we'll grab it. And the XL engine, that would be just a sale as well. A PPC accuracy. That's nice. We'll take that. There's also some double heat sinks in Heavy Pharaoh that will hopefully roulette. We did get the LBX AC-10. We'll sell that Beagle probe. We have 5 of them after all. Flamer can go. Fuel cell engine can go. We did get the energy accuracy. We got a ferrofibrous armor out of it, but not the Heavy Pharaoh. Okay. Well, that should all be just fine. And we'll go ahead and accept that. We're up to 1.5 mil, so that's really not too bad. And that's before we get our payment here. Now, keep in mind we're 1 day away from the financial report, so that's definitely something to be concerned about. But I wonder how much it's actually going to cost to get that Hector ready to go. We should look into that. So just as soon as Yang tells us what we're going to be spending on repairs here, any moment now, Yang. Any moment now. There we go. 25k on repairs. Sounds good. We are up over 2 mil. So let's hop into the mech bay here. And let's do some work on this Hector. How much is it going to cost just to hit this button here? 294k. This is a primitive engine in here. Do we have a standard engine? Actually, we just need an engine core, right? No, this is the engine core here. It comes with a 340. That's probably good enough. We could theoretically put in an XL engine. That's very expensive already, of course. We could run this with a primitive engine for now, until we can get our hands on a standard engine. It's an option. We're also running primitive armor, and I would really prefer Clan Ferrofibrous, I think. Yeah, Clan Ferrofibrous will be great. We'll max out that armor, and that gives us how much weight to work with? Only 7 tons. How much would just the light engine cost to put in? 1.5 mil? That's still a lot. Oh, we have a machine gun in here that we can get rid of, or a half ton of machine gun ammo. We do have the engine heatsink +2. And what is the cap on that? 3. Okay. That's fine. That means that we can theoretically get away with... We've got standard heatsink cooling in this right now. Do we have any other heatsink kits? We don't currently. So we are going to have to run standard heatsinks in this. The legs are where the ballistic hardpoints are. So what I'm thinking we would outfit this with is something like this. Now this heat efficiency is hot garbage. We knew that would be the case. I think we're not ready to get this guy ready to go. We need some better parts. So we'll just not do this for now. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we'll see if we can get this guy online. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.